It up on YouTube and we'll get this kicked off today. Should be super quick. All right. Good morning, neighbors. Well, guess I have to find something else to say because I'm not streaming in the morning anymore. So, good afternoon, neighbors. I'm Julius Clark, your local Indianapolis realtor, and welcome to The Pulse, where every day I come here and go through all the listings. Used to do that on stream, but now I'm just going to pick out the best ones to go over and make it a shorter show for us all today. So first up, we've got 4 properties to check out today, 3 of which I think are good potential investments, and then this one here is just a cool house that I wanted to point out. I'm not going to go through all 77 photos, but this property at 8856 Classic Circle Court, say that 5 times fast, is a pretty cool home. It's been listed for 2 days. It's on 0.43 acres, which is huge. And it's got 4 bathrooms. I'm not sure, or 4 bedrooms, not sure how many bathrooms. But let's check it out. I don't think these photos are the best. I don't think they do this property justice at all. But I could still see the potential of this property. So I wanted to go ahead and check it out with you guys. Let's see, we got some snowy photos. I'm liking the dark brick with contrast in the black in the house. I think it gives it a really nice, cool look. Got these marble floors as you walk in the home with the staircase right to the left. Cool little dining room here as well. Again, these photos do not do this house justice. Got really great beams going through here in the ceiling in the living room. And I'm loving the double fireplace here. Looks like they just use this one for storage, and then that one's the actual fireplace. Pretty cool looking, and I love this design. I used to draw this on myself all the time during school. 3 horizontal, 3 vertical. So they had a TV mounted on the sidewall there. I'd probably look into getting that over the fireplace. And they got a bar as a sunroom here, which is pretty neat off the back side of the house with a pool table. I'd be interested to see if that conveys with the property. Nice kitchen there with really high ceilings. Got the loft up to the 2nd floor as well. Took a lot of photos of the ceiling in there. Couldn't really tell what was going on in the laundry room there at all. Really nice bathroom. I prefer a shower, to be honest. There it is. They got both. Huge closet. This is interesting. Because you could just put a floor there and then have a loft. Increase your square footage. Oh, there's a loft there. Good enough. I guess we are going to go through all the photos. Almost done. I don't think these photos did this house justice at all, but it's a cool little house. Go check out where it's at. Oh, wow. I thought this was going to be in northern Indianapolis. It's down here by Greenwood. Cool. Let's go on to our next house. We got 5317 Hedgerow Drive in Lawrence. Check out where it's at. It's over here next to Arlington, just inside the circle. Over here on the east side. Disclaimer, don't think that the list price is going to be achieved on this property, but I still see it as a great investment. It's a cool looking house. See, the inside's already been gutted a little bit, and this house is priced like it's up and ready to go. It's not. They're going to have to take an offer lower. This is the basement, I think. So definitely a lot of potential to finish that out here. Looks like this is a family room. It's got some old grass carpet in here. The furnace looks a little old. Water here doesn't look terrible. But bathroom here definitely needs some work. We don't even have a vanity up at all. But it's a nice house. It's got really, really solid bones. I would redo the outside of it as well. You're probably looking at a decently hefty rehab on this property. I think you need to add a bedroom and a bathroom, and then you'll be golden, really. The kitchen looks like it was remodeled recently, so that's super nice. I'd like to see an island in there. But it's a pretty cool house. I wonder if this used to be a garage. No, there's a fireplace. It didn't used to be the garage. But looking at the information from the MLS here, we can 100% see that it is listed way too high. So it's listed here at 225. Even if this was the best comp, you're going to need a lot more work than that to get it done. But this is pretty accurate. If you were nice and finished, this is what you would get for this property in its current condition. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that. But what I think you should do with this property is try to make it a 4-2 like this house here and reap all the benefits from that conversion there. I don't know exactly what the rehab would be like on this property. I'm assuming it's probably around like 80K. So in order to get there, let's think 250. You got to be all the way at, shoot, I can't do math right now. Middle of the day, and I'm done, brain-wise. Yeah, you'd probably want this house at like, this is, I said 250 minus 80 is 170. But you're going to want to make some profit, so you're probably going to want this house at like 150, which is a big ask, but I would not feel uncomfortable at all lowballing this house. I think it's listed way too high. Look what's pending over here. It's a 421, and it's huge. I've seen that house before, actually. I tried to offer on it. But if you make it a 4-2, and it would be very big, but you got to finish it out. This is telling you you're only going to get 250, and this house here wasn't quite done. This one still needs some work too. So the ARV on this one is somewhere north of that 250 number, but without finishing it out and everything, you're not going to get anything for this house, and I think there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done. There are these huge houses that have been selling. Dang, that one's massive. I wouldn't be comfortable making my ARV all that high, to be honest. See, here's one at 3,000 square feet that only went for 265. So that might be where you'd be selling this thing at. Cool. Moving on to the next property. You got 5921 Brookville Lake Drive. That one's not terribly hard to say. Go ahead and check out where it's located, and then we'll look at the photos. So it's over here on the west side, almost out of the circle, kind of in this little triangle here, in the International or the Scarborough Lake area. Let's look at the photos of this house. I originally passed on this one, but after looking further into it, I think it's got some potential in it. I got some poor paint on the outside of this house. Probably just go ahead and do re-siding on this. Gotta probably sand and paint down these walls. Looks like we have a couple burn marks in this kitchen. We might be redoing a good portion of it. Yeah, it needs new cabinets anyway. I'd go ahead and put a new kitchen in here. Floors in this house actually look fine other than where the carpet is located. Want to get new carpet or put some LVP down. Probably want to go ahead and just do all new bathrooms. It's not going to be too big of a deal, but that tub is a little dingy. So it looks like a majorly cosmetic flip. You need 2 bathrooms, and then you need flooring and to redo the walls. I'd look into maybe doing the siding here. I don't see a ton of holes in it, but I think there's paint everywhere on it, and it just looks old and grimy. So it might be time to get new siding here. Man, really unfortunate whoever painted the exterior of this house. It's just drip everywhere. I'd also look into like building a back porch of some kind. This is kind of sad. As we can see, pretty good bones in a house. It just needs some updates. It looks like it was taken decently good care of. It looks like it was lived in, that's for sure. Looking at the comps in the neighborhood, we can already see we're 40K cheaper than the lowest price house in our area, so that's good. We are a 3.2, 1,200 square feet. This is a 3.2, almost 1,200 square feet, and then we have a 3.21 at 1,380. I'd say that our 220 number here is a more likely comp for us. This house sold in the summer of last year, so it's probably pretty accurate for a 3-month flip going on right now. So you got 40K in margin there. You probably need about 45 to 55K to get this one done. So you're going to have to lowball on this one as well, but I don't think it's terribly far off from where you need to purchase it. If you were an owner occupant looking to purchase this home, I'd go ahead and just offer near the list price and get in the deal. Maybe get some concessions once you're in the deal, get it a little bit lower so you can have a little extra money to get those repairs done. All in all, I think this is a pretty cute house over here. Lastly, we have 3168 North Kenwood Ave. Kenwood's an interesting area. I think that this one could be a great midterm rental with the hospital right down here. It's a little far away, but I know there's midterm rentals up in this area that do really well, so I think this area would do just fine as well. We only have the one photo available, so we have no clue what this house needs work-wise. I haven't even looked at the comps yet. Just saw a house at 120 in a nice area. Figured, I should probably go check that one out. So, looking at the comps, we are a 4-2. Let's go ahead and make sure we filter out here. There's a lot of houses in this area. Where's the bedroom number? Here we go. We went 4 bedrooms. That's how we're going to comp this property. That takes us down quite a lot. Look at the closest one. That one's 1,600 square feet. We're 2,300 square feet. Actually, pretty similar looking house. We've got more volume on our house, which is probably giving us more square footage. What about this one here? It was bought at 120. What condition was this in? It's probably pretty similar to what our house looks like, would be my guess. This one was absolutely gutted, purchased at 120. I don't think we're going to need to gut this house, just judging a book by its cover. But then it was sold at 270 and it looks beautiful. So it shows you that there's good activity going on in the area. What about this 4-bedroom? What's up with this thing? It's a nice big house as well. Looks like it was kind of done with rental grade here. Wasn't necessarily flip grade. We've only got 3 photos available, so not a lot of information that we can gather from that house. We've got a 4-3 here. This looks like a new build. New build's always undercutting us. That's lovely. It's not a new build. Just redid the whole exterior. Probably even reframed some of this house. That's wild. It does look very, very well done. So I'm going to say on this house, conservatively, you're probably around $250. If you can get the work done here for less than $100,000 or around $100,000, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. I remember looking at this house, still needing some work, I believe, as well. I wonder what yeah. So we got a fully gutted house over here that's sold for $245. I'm sure it's not going to end up closing at $245, but definitely shows you there's some great activity going on in this area at this 3168 North Kenwood Ave address. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Usually on Tuesdays, we do a weekly recap of last week's houses that we picked out. But since we weren't on stream last week, I don't have a recap to give you. But next Tuesday, you can expect us to go back over all of these houses that I've picked out and see which ones have pended, which ones I've been able to go to, and where I might be able to give some feedback and learn from the houses that I picked out. Anyway, I've been Julius, your local Indianapolis realtor, and you've been great. Have a good one.